Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to another classic play. Second in the series. You might be wondering, but the first one you did was in Super Mario Brothers. Why would you skip to Super Mario Brothers 3 and not 2? And that's because if you watched my first one, you'll know that I'm playing this on the classic NES system. And unfortunately for that... unfortunately for that, it doesn't have, the true Super Mario Bros. 2, which is what would be considered the lost levels. The Super Mario Bros. 2 on here is the one that was released to America because they needed a Super Mario Bros. 2, but, you know, Americans weren't good enough at games to play the true Super Mario Bros. 2. So that was re-released at a later point. As the lost levels. And if it had the lost levels on here, because I forgot that it didn't. Oh, what? Because I forgot that it didn't have the lost levels. Also, if you do this on white ones. Oh, come on. There it is. Sometimes there's stuff back there. Other times there isn't. But it lets you do this. It lets you, like, go behind shit. Oh, fuck. So yeah, like, and I think I mentioned before, while I was playing the first one, that if I did another classic play, that it would be in this one and not 2, because, like, I never really played Lost Levels. Like, I had the original Mario on the original NES, right? But I never had Super Mario Bros. 2 right? That was weird. Oh, Super Mario Bros. 2 or anything on it, right? The only thing I had on it was Mario Duck Hunt, because they were the same game. Man. And some helicopter game, right? Also, I fucking... so I never really played much Mario. I think I may have had another game or two, but I don't really remember them. But anyway... My point is that I never really played it, so I had it on the Super Nintendo. Because on the Super Nintendo, they released Super Mario All-Stars, which had all the Mario games on it. And I did play it a little bit on there, but I mean, that one also had Super Mario Bros. 3, so I mean... And, you know, back then, it's like, what are you going to play? Are you going to play... Like, it'd be the equivalent of, I'm trying to... Oh, God. That was close. I'm trying to think of like an equivalent game, but like a series, right? Where you would only ever play the second one now. Like you wouldn't go back to the first one, but I can't. I mean, a lot of people don't like the first Mass Effect and they would only play the second one. So I mean, I guess you could say that one, but I, for one, really liked the first one. But this is honestly like different than what I remember. Oh, God. Oh, fucking hell. Like, weirdly enough, from the NES to the SNES, actual, like, control changes in that were made. Like, honestly, he does handle a lot worse than he did back in the NES. And the reason I'm doing this, if you're wondering, since this is coming out on the same day where I've been doing Hitman videos, is, oh God, is because I got... See, now the thing is, right, is like, currently at this point in time, I make 0 money on these, right? Like, I do this as a hobby, and I enjoy it, and I like making my videos and that. But I get very few views on them, which is fine. For a game, for like a video like this one, or for like my Assassin's Creed videos, and that's fine. Like, that's why I do Let's Plays and not longer videos. That's why you don't see a whole lot of editing in them. It's strictly because, like, the more effort I put into it, the worse the more time I feel like I've wasted when it doesn't get any views. So it's like, doing videos like this, that's fine that I get no views. It doesn't bother me because I'm not putting like a huge amount of time into it, right? But for a guide, it takes me like a couple hours at least. Well, usually like at least an hour anyway to record, right? And then it usually takes me, because obviously a lot more gets cut out and whatnot out of them. Oh, fuck. It takes a lot more time to edit them and everything. Oh, fuck. Just get that last coin then and be done with it. So I mean, like, that really makes me feel like I've wasted my time. And while my Sleeping Dogs guides did really well and are still doing really well, they're still my most viewed videos on my channel. Oh, why are you going that way? Like every week, my Sleeping Dogs guides are still my most viewed videos on my channel, which is shocking to me. Not because, like, I don't think they're good videos, it's just because Sleeping Dogs is, like, kind of an older game. Like, I didn't expect, like, even when I did them, the only reason I really did them was because I couldn't find any good, I don't remember exactly how this one works. Okay. I remember how it works now. But, like, I just couldn't find any good Sleeping Dogs guides out there, right? So I made them, right? It's the same reason why I made some of my other ones. And it's like, I don't know. But like my Hitman ones, like I checked them today because I'm recording this the same time I record most of my videos, right? And I checked them today and they're not getting any views. Like they've got, I think the one has 4 views and that's like the best one that I currently have. Which, as you can imagine, isn't all that great. And it's like, and like I got one on there with 0 views. So it's like, you know what? That's, and especially with Hitman, that is a huge amount of time. Like, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the one where you're killing Victor. It's like, I want to say a little bit, it's about ½ hour long. That fucker took me like 2 hours to record and I got barely half an hour out of it, right? And nobody watched it. And it's like, you know what? That's fine. There's other guides out there for it already. There's other stuff. Like, I mean, like, fuck, the new Hitman is out already. So it's not really a surprise that they're not getting very many views. And I had stopped playing Hitman because I didn't want to get too far ahead. And it's just like a big, like, it was just a lot of time, a lot of effort. Well, it was a lot of time because, you know, recording, playing video games obviously isn't a huge amount of effort. It does strain your voice a bit when you do like, well, like I do and I record like, oh shit. Oh, fuck me. I'm not, I promise I'm not usually this bad at this. I'm just losing track. Thankfully, it shouldn't require a fucking save scumming like I had to do with the first one. But, yeah, it's just like certain things take like a way more time than other things, obviously. Fucking Christ. And like, especially guides, and especially Hitman guides, because there's a lot of waiting for things to line up. There's a lot of waiting for stuff to be, or waiting for people to be like just in the right spot. And it's just not worth it overall, you know? You know what? I do want down there because I do believe... Oh, fucking hell, he's slidey as fuck. So yeah, it just wasn't worth it. I don't know how I'm going to do this, the classic play here, because like, you know, old games, not that long. Generally just hard, not long. Like, childish laughter there. Oh, and that went that way, alright. There's also, I do believe, like a leaf up here somewhere, but I can't get it without, or no, there's a mushroom, like, there. But yeah, it's just one of those things, right, where it just was taking way too much time, and while I don't do a whole lot with my time, it's still like, you know, I still like to play my games off, you know, like my game, like I just played Inside there the other day. It was free with Xbox Live Gold, right? So I said, you know, so I downloaded it because I knew it was, like I had seen it played. I knew it was a very easy 1000 gamer score, which honestly, it doesn't play a huge amount into whether or not I'll buy a game. But for like the free games, I'll generally look up the achievements. Like another free one was for the 360 was the Castlevania Symphony of the Night, right? And I looked up the achievements for that. And one, you know, the achievements didn't look very hard, but the time required to get the 1,000 was, or 200 actually. I'm not even sure if that one was a full 1,000. Yeah, anyway. Anyway, so like I didn't bother downloading that one. So, you know, it all depends. But yeah, so I don't know. What the hell was I just talking about? Oh, right. So like with like the guides and that, when I do them, it limits the amount of like game time I have, because obviously it takes me longer to record the guide than it does a standard video. It takes me significantly longer to edit the guide than it does a regular video. Like this video here, unless something tragic happens, which I doubt. You can also get a warp whistle here if you run, fly, like start there, run that way and fly up and over, but I'm not doing warp whistles. And yeah, it's just like, it takes way too much time. Like when I was doing my Hitman guides there, I got significantly less game time than I normally did. And there was lots of games that like I've been trying to play, like Witcher 3. Like I still haven't finished Witcher 3. And I started that fucking forever ago. But because of like my videos in that, oh fuck you. Like, but because of my videos in that, I haven't like, a lot of my time in between videos is spent doing stuff in the games that I'm making videos of, just so that I can make my next video, right? So this here is just a card matching game. It's just memory. It's memory to the extreme, because this board will change. Oh man, fucking, oh nice. Because like this board changed, like if I fuck it up too many times, oh man, I'm doing good. Yeah, see, so if you fuck it up twice, it goes away. But the next time that card comes back, it'll be that same board. So like, I say it's to the extreme. Kinda, oh, okay, I have to hit up to jump out. But yeah, so like, and you know, it's just, like I said, it's a lot of effort to get the guide recorded and edited and everything. So I think for the moment, I'm done with Hitman guides. I might go back to them in the future. We'll see. It's unlikely, but I don't want to say I'm not doing it and then end up going back and doing them later. Because I mean, the guides, like I do enjoy making some guides. Like I really enjoyed making my Uncharted guides and that. But it, like I said, it's just a lot of time. It's a lot of effort for very little return for me personally. Because like if nobody watches these videos, that's fine. I still got to enjoy the game. I still got to play the game. It's just basically me recording my free time that I have, right? So that's fine. There it is. I knew it was around here somewhere. Because like I said, it takes very little. Like I would be playing this game anyway. So I mean, the fact that I'm recording it doesn't really make that much of a difference. I mean, this particular game I may not have played. But at the same time, because I'm doing videos in it, it does make me play some games that I do enjoy. But I may not have actually had any intention of playing right away. So it does help me like that. Oh, hello, Mr. Fire Flower. Mr. Fire Piranha Plant. So yeah, I mean, there's that. But at the same time, like, damn it. If you get 3 of those things, if you get 3 of the same picture, you get a bonus. Obviously, as you saw last time, I had different pictures and you get a 1-up. If you get 3 mushrooms, you get a 2-up. 2-up. 3 fire flowers, you get a 3-up. And if you get 3 stars, you get a 5-up. So that's always nice to get. There are certain ways, like knowing when to jump on those will guarantee you certain things. Like for example, if you jump early enough that you hit, it's more or less where you're going to hit the box that will determine, like, what you get, right? So, like, if you hit the side of, like, the left side of the box or directly underneath the box, odds are you're getting a mushroom. If you hit, like, the corner of the box, like the left-hand corner of the box at the bottom, that's generally where you hit to get a star. And the flower is if you hit more or less like the right-hand corner of the box, like you go under it and you hit the right-hand corner, you're probably going to get, oh god. See, like I hit underneath there and I got another mushroom. But if you hit the bottom right-hand corner, you'll usually get a fire flower. This game, significantly more forgiving than the than the original Mario, or the original Super Mario. I don't think there's any strategy to these, to those things at all. I know that me and my cousins and that, when we would play this, it's like, oh, you jump this many times. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's like, oh, if you jump like this many times, then the box you open will be the leaf, so that you can get the raccoon tail. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Like, we knew it was bullshit when we said it back then, but... Oh yeah, and all these kingdoms, there's 8 kingdoms. You're not saving Peach. In this one, all of the kings of the different kingdoms have been turned into different animals. So you have to go to each one and defeat the kids. Because I think this is the first one that featured Bowser's kids. But I also am not sure if they were really his kids at this point, you know, like I don't know if they were as, like, I don't think that they have, like, the same obvious, like, markers that his kids do now, like Ludwig with his big hair and whatnot. I think that it's more or less just they have, they have, like, their different ways of attacking in this one. And even then, I'm not sure if it's so much that, or if it's just that the arenas that you fight them in are slightly different. But yeah, like, there's an airship at the end of each thing. And if you fail at the airship... Boop. Yeah, like this here would be Lenny. These are very basic. Boop. And that's that. But yeah, like, there's an airship. And if you fail in the airship, like, if you die, it doesn't stay at the castle. It moves to a different point in the map. Which is a neat little feature because, like, it won't really make a difference for us, like, for me doing these videos, because I'll do every level anyway. But, like, if you're somebody just going through the end, and you make it to the airship and you fuck up, but you didn't do all the levels, obviously in this world you kind of have to, but you didn't do all the levels beforehand, that ship could end up in a place that's behind another level. So, like, you would have to go and do that level to get back into the airship to fight the boss again. Yeah, if you see any ghosts, be careful. They will give chase if you turn away. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Which is a lie. She enclosed a P cloud there. I think it's a cloud anyway. And what that does is it... oh yeah, these fuckers. What the little P cloud does is it allows you to fly. Now, I don't think... yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. And there's only certain levels. I'm going to try not to use it. If I fail at a level too many times, I might. There are certain levels where it is... Shut up over there. Where it is extremely, like, way more useful than you would think. Oh, get it. Get it. Oh, fuck me. I forgot those things come back. Because, like, it... Oh, yeah. There's something... I don't think it's this one, though. I think it's above the next one. Right? It's up here. Yeah, there it is. Oh, shit. Fucked it up. Like, it's actually in this world, the one I'm talking about. So we'll see it here. Oh, wait. Maybe it's not here, then. Maybe it's the next one. Hold on. I know you're up here somewhere. Maybe it is above that first one. And I just missed it. Oh, there it is. But yeah, because, like, with the P flower you can fly, infinitely, and you can fly off the screen, which helps you avoid certain things. Oh, yeah, look at all them monies. I don't think the coins do anything. I think it's just like your standard, like, 100 coins and you get a 1-up. So, I mean, it's all... You can also kill those things like that. It's risky, but, you know, whatever works, right? Oh, yeah, and then there's that guy there. And I do believe you can go through this one. I will be remembering, just like most games where it's like, oh, I used to play this a lot, I will be remembering less and less as the game progresses. Because obviously, like, you know, most games like this, you know, I played them over and over, but I only beat them like a handful of times. Oh God, I think this will have to, even if it doesn't get close to an hour, I think this might have to be, I think I got them, no, that's not at all what I thought I got. This might have to be my last one because my voice seems to be going out a bit. This is like my 4th video that I've recorded today, so like in a row. I took like a half-hour break to have something to eat, and like that's it. Oh yeah, I forgot that was there. There we go. Oh. God damn it. So if you stay on there, obviously there's a lot more coins to be had. And I think that there is even a P block in something. Somewhere so that you can do that, but whatever. Oh God. Whatever. Not like it matters. Now I think... Yeah, they're like... Also, that thing about the... like where you hit the block will determine it. That also is determined by your speed. And generally, like, I'm surprised I got a star there because for the most part, if you go up a pipe right there, also, yeah. Oh God, I slid into that. I thought I turned him around fast enough, but I did not. When you come up out of a pipe there, you obviously don't have as much of a run up to it as you normally do, which will usually throw off what you're gonna get. Oh God. Beep. Now, I do believe that if I manage... Oh God. Damn it. There we go. Oh, run, Mario, run! Yeah, and I think this might have been like the first one with the ghost, like with the boos, where like you look at them to make them not chase you. Like this game here, like this Mario game here, is like it has a lot of shit that you don't see in other ones. I don't remember if there's anything over there. I feel like there isn't. I feel like that's a trick where it's like there actually isn't anything there. They just want you to. These guys, I do believe, will start doing other shit as well, like besides just like the faster movement and that. There we go. Like I think they'll start jumping around and whatnot, and they get more. And I think they get wings at some point and like fly around a bit. But yeah, you get the little key thing there, and it'll unlock the door. All right, so let's see here. We got a mushroom there. Oh, that was... I don't remember. So that's a flower. Ooh, I feel like I unlocked that one. It was that one, okay. Star, star, flower, flower. Hey, there we go. We did it. And now, if I can remember, yeah, see, if you hit B, you get here, and you actually have different, like, amounts of inventory to store shit. And those two pipes, like, if we go into it here, that one there that looks like quicksand, that's the one that I normally use the P on, but I won't bother this time. But yeah, then they have fast travel pipes, because, you know, these worlds were actually had some distance to them. Just a mushroom. It's fine. I'll probably use those items quite a bit, honestly, just because, like, there's a lot. You get a lot of fucking items, especially, like, I crushed the fucking memory game there. Like, that honestly surprised me how well I did that. Like, I don't normally do that quite that well. Like, my memory is fucking garbage. Most of the time. So, like, the fact that I actually remembered any of it is fucking amazing. Like I said, you can kill these things, but for the most part... Oh, come on, don't be a prick. But for the most part, it's fairly worthless to bother with. Oh god. There we go. Because they do respawn. Unlike... Like, I mean, some stuff I feel doesn't respawn, but like I said, they did actually change. Like, even just like the color scheme, right? Is very different than, Come on, get down here. I feel like there's something in this pyramid, but I don't remember what exactly. Come on. Oh, fuck, come on. I'm gonna get through this fucking pyramid, man. But yeah, like the color scheme and everything, like the, like a lot of this is honestly really different than the one I'm used to, which is like the Super Mario All-Stars one. Which honestly, it makes me wonder a bit. There it is. Because like the, like there's obviously a classic SNES, right? And it makes me kind of wonder if on the classic NES, if, oh, right, because that's the guy that you used to do it. Except that you try and not do it like that. And he'll, like, bust through quite a bit of it for you. Oh, yeah, and there's this part. Oop. But yeah, when there's, like, a significant, like, I don't know if they would have that on there. Because, I mean, it was a game on there. It was probably a fairly popular one, considering it had a bunch of Marios on it, including the Lost Levels. But, you know, since they released this one, although I think the SNES, yeah, there we go, is still available to buy, but the classic, but like the regular NES isn't, which is weird. I mean, I get it in a way, because like, I feel like probably the, I'm gonna start with this, honestly. Like, probably the SNES was probably more popular because like when the regular NES came out, right, there would have been very few. Oh god, that's right, that fucking thing. Oh shit. Okay. Timing's a little different. There it is. Gotta jump over it. So yeah, now the sun gets mad and starts to come after you. I landed right on it. Damn it. It doesn't work on the sun. I thought it did, but I guess not. The sun does change its, oh, there we go. It does change its little attack pattern based on, like, what side it is and, like, where you are and where you're running in that. So, like, you do have to be careful with it, but... Oh, God, no, right there. Especially right there at the end, I was gonna say. Because it'll come down and it'll fuck you hard there. You know what, let's just grab a regular old mushroom. Because, I mean, I used the star, but the star didn't help. You can kill the sun, I think, with a star. Obviously not so much with a turtle shell. I thought you could kill it with the turtle shell, but I guess not. Oh, fuck, that's right. Oh, God, my throat's really getting sore. Oh, God, really getting sore here. The way you time the jump, by the way, is literally like once the thing is maxed out, just jump. It's honestly probably a good idea to not run at this point and to just like try and time everything with the movement of this. Oh, God. So the way the quicksand works is it's kind of like water, except it takes multiple jumps to get out of it. Make it, yes. I was lucky. It was on my left side there. If it was on my right side, well, I guess it wasn't coming down yet, but still. But yeah, that's generally the one where I will do the, oh, my back's starting to hurt too. Where I'll use the P cloud there, because you can just fly above the sun and be done with it. God, a lot of fucking leaves in the middle chest. So, I mean, like, it obviously helps a lot. There's also lots of like secret areas in this game. Like, not just... Damn it. No, I need... Oh, fucking Christ. That was pathetic. That was absolutely pathetic. Mushroom up. Like I said, I got so many of them. Boop. 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 Alright, you. You. Oh, well, whatever. Okay, now you. Damn it. Okay, let's try this again. Damn it. Huh. There it is. Oh, the fucking slide, man. The slide. Oh, God. You know what? I got like 3 leaves. I'm just gonna go in with the leaf. Fuck it. That slide, man. It's way more brutal than I remember it being. Okay. Now this should give me enough space. But yeah, like this game here, like the original Mario had like its warp zones and whatnot, which was very obviously like like secret things. They were also obviously way more obvious than, I say obvious a lot. Come on, where is it? There it is. Oh, whoops. Way more obvious than some of the secrets in these ones. But like, there's not only secrets like within levels like that. There are actual secrets like on the world map that like you need items for. Like when we defeat one of these Hammer Bros here, I think we'll get one of the items that we need. Oh yeah, that's how that's done. Yeah, because like there's certain ones, and there's some that like you get. Well, never mind. I won't say. You'll see it. And like they're just straight up bonuses. There's something similar in one of these. It's the one I need. Shit. There it is. Boop. Boop. Man, I really fucked that up, but whatever. But yeah, there's... yeah. They're just straight up bonuses. In Super Mario World, which is the one with Yoshi, which, for obvious reasons, isn't on, you know, the NES, the classic NES. And by obvious reasons, I mean it wasn't on the NES. That one came out... oh, you prick. Came out in the Super Nintendo. And if you do, like, the ghost houses... this is for anybody who played it. Like, the ghost houses, if you found the secret exit, which I guess is still a thing. I think that was the first one with ghost houses. And if you found the secret exit in that one, there we go, that's what we need. It would unlock like a little bonus area that, for the most part, I don't know if it was every bonus area, but I know it was quite a few of them. But yeah, like that'll destroy rocks that are on the thing, and it'll open up new areas for you. Its contents will help you on your way. Ah, all right, because that's where you get the frog suit. That's where you get the free frog suit. I do believe that just... oh god, that's right, these fuckers. There we go. I think this is just a... oh, there you go, the warp whistle. That's how you get one of the warp whistles. I do believe that because of that warp whistle, you can actually make it from World 2 all the way to World... all the way to the last level. All the way to World 8. Because, like... oh god, the chain chomps. Because if you use the warp whistle in... oh, fucking Christ. Because I think... oh, you motherfucker. There we go. Because if you use a warp whistle, you get taken to a different map where, depending on what level you were in when you use the warp whistle, it'll let you warp to different areas. And if when you do that, you use the warp whistle and you're in that map and you use a second warp whistle, it will actually take you straight to World 8. Like, you won't have to do any other world. Like, so all you need is to get the warp whistle from World 1, which is gotten by flying up that one point there that I mentioned it. And, shit, I don't remember which one this is either. Well, maybe I do. Is it? Okay, I did. And, like, so yeah, if you get that one, you make it here. And, oops. You get that warp whistle. You can then warp from here straight to World 8 if you haven't used your warp whistle yet. But depending on where you use your warp whistle will determine what all you can, I think that's another leaf. Will determine what exactly it is, or like where you can warp to. So like, generally you can warp to like the next 3 worlds, right? So if you use it in World 1, you can warp to World 2, 3, or 4. Maybe? If I'm remembering it right, I could be wrong. We'll go get this guy first, just so he doesn't move. And then if you use it in World 2, 3, or 4, you can warp to World 5, 6, or 7. And I want to say that you have to use it in World 7 to get to World 8. But I could be wrong on that. I didn't, like... We used warp whistles a lot when I played this as a kid. But for the most part, we would just use it to skip to World 4 because that was our favorite world. Ah, shit. I gave the mushroom a weird mustache. Because that's the world where everything's giant. And, like, that was just our favorite world. So, like, we would use it and warp to World 4, and then, like, that would be it. Or if we just wanted to finish the game, we would use it and warp to World 8. We would just get the double there and just piss off, right? Oh, right, the fucking pyramid with its many, many ways. I think this way is the right way. So this pyramid, I don't remember if it has, like... Oh, fuck. Hang on. Now that you've done that, I need you. I require your assistance. Thank you. I can't get that, but there is something. There it is. But yeah, this pyramid is supposed to be, anyway, a tricky one where... There we go. I need to bust this. And this. But no, that's fine, right? Yeah. What was I talking? Oh, right. Because, like, it's one of those levels, right, where it's like you need to find the exit. Now, obviously, I don't think I can actually get a higher jump than what I got, so I should have got those coins beforehand. If you find that, it's very obvious, like, once you get out of that, it's very obvious where to go. Oh, shit, I needed one of them. Oh, fuck. Did not expect him to respawn that way. But anyway, come on, boy. Come on. Go. Get rid of him there. Yeah, and I think we're free and clear. But yeah, the, like, up and down paths. I feel like that was to, oh god, was to, like, utilize the you can now go back. That you can now actually move backwards. That fucking sucks. Do I want to use any of these? I don't. Because, yeah, like, obviously in other Mario games, you move forward, and that was that. If you wanted, you want to go more than forward, you want to go backwards to see something that you missed, too bad. You don't, you don't get to. You are stuck where you are, and there's nothing you can do about it. Alright. Alright, you get your butt down here. And let me pick you up. Oh, shit. There we go. Because, yeah, it was obviously very annoying, as you may have noticed, or at least I found it very annoying. When I did, like, my last classic play with it, where it's like, oh, you can't go backwards. It's like, son of a bitch. It's super annoying when you can't, oh, fuck, backtrack in a game. Oh, what it is? The way you know that's there, by the way, is the stars, or whatever you want to call it, in the background are very different. And then obviously, like, what the fuck? Why is that one like that? And then obviously without the, without being a big man, you can't really do a whole lot with that. You know, if I can get this one, there we go. There we are. Now all I gotta do is make it past the boomerang guy again, which, you know, obviously worked out so well for me last time. The reason I died there, by the way, is because I did hit the jump button. But, you know, once again, old games, they don't give zero fucks, like, they give zero fucks about you. So it's like my foot was slightly off of the platform. So it was just like, nah. Yeah, see, now that's usually how this card thing goes. You generally don't get, like, you generally don't do nearly as well as I did the first go. Oh, it's terrible, the king has been, whatever. Like, the first go that I had there was insane with those cards. Like, I've never had that well, or like that good of a fucking, of a start on that card game, ever. Like, at no point playing this as a kid did I ever have that fucking good a start. It was insane. Oh god, is that this one? Oh yeah, this here's the gun, like, there's so many guns on this ship. And yeah, like, the guns, they, oh god. Oh, shit. There we go. That'll come in handy here in a second, I do believe. But yeah, this one here, the gun, like, the ship moves up and down, which can really fuck you, because, like, obviously it takes you off the screen, and something can shoot you when you're not looking. Now, are you down here? Yeah, you are. These little fuckers here who throw their wrenches and constantly respawn. Oh, fuck. I can't believe I just jumped into that thing. Whatever. Thankfully, bosses in this game, not too difficult. I think this guy, yeah, he bounces around a bit. What? Boop, there we go. If you can, like I said, he's not very hard. If you can, like, see where he's gonna land and you manage to jump first, obviously he pops out real easy. The bosses do get harder, but I did, honestly, I did kind of shit going through that that airship. I'm usually a lot better on that particular airship, but oh, whatever. Oh, thanks heavens, back to my old self again. Thank you so much. Here is a letter from the princess. It's weird though, because there's like 8 different kings, but every letter is by Peach, or Princess Toadstool. You can stop on your enemies using Goomba's shoe. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. So that there, what that one does, is when you equip that, you can just skip a level. Like, you'll equip that and you can just move right past a level. I think there was a level I used to use that on too. And this little recorder here, like the little music box, it'll put any enemies that are on the map to sleep. But yeah, that'll be it for this part. I think I can save it with a button somewhere. I don't remember how to save it, but I'll figure that out. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.